What's going on, guys? I'm Danny, and thank you for checking out my channel, Blu-ray Dan. Guys, how are you? How's everything? So in this video, I have a new and upcoming Blu-ray and 4K release video here for you. This is going to be about 38 titles I have. This is all the main studio titles. I just did another video where either it's released already or it's about to be released with Mill Creek, Arrow Video, Criterion, FYE, like cereal boxes and steelbooks, a lot of cool stuff, VHS slipcovers, a lot of cool stuff there, and I wanted to separate that from this. So I got a lot of cool stuff here for you guys as well, and I want to jump right into it. Like I said, I have about 38 titles, so without further ado, let's just get this going. First and foremost, here we have a few WellGoUSA titles, and the first one up here is Mojin the Worm Valley. This is really kind of, it's like an adventure film. It's kind of cheesy and over the top, some really odd CGI. I wasn't the biggest fan. It's got some okay moments to it, some okay adventurous things that go on, and it visually looks nice aside from the CGI, but I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. There's a lot of times with films like this where I just feel like the acting is just so over the top. There's a couple things about this film that really bothered me aside from like the CGI and stuff and the over top stuff. They're kind of like fat shaming one guy. His name was Fatty in here. Some of this, I don't know if it was just a translation, but kind of annoyed me because I'm still, still overweight at heart. I don't know. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. If you're into stuff like this, adventure films like that, I'd say check it out, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Next up, with a slipcover, we have Master Z, Ip Man Legacy. This is the next addition into the Ip Man franchise. I don't know. I mean, I really like the original Ip Man films, but this one's got a pretty good cast. You got Dave. Actually, wasn't even sure who that was at first, but that's Dave Bautista. Still some great action. Really nice slipcover right there as well. Some embossing, some debossing, some matte, some spot gloss. Special features, you get a behind the scenes and English language available. So if you're a fan of the Ip Man franchise, I would say check that out. It's got a nice slipcover. Next up here, we have a really cool one from FYE. This one is Shadow. Now, they did release this on 4K also, and I believe the Blu-ray does come with a slipcover. I'd love to hunt that down, and I have to get the 4K because that one just looks different, and the visuals in this movie are just crazy, man. This movie is full of action, very unique. The cinematography is really cool. It's dark, but just really well shot. I love the weapon. You can see the weapon right there that they use. Super, super cool. Really, this was a good one. I had a really good time watching this one. Lots of great action. English language available, the making of and the behind the scenes, and some trailers. I'd say check that one out if you guys haven't just yet. Next up from Lionsgate, we have Project Ithaca. They Were Always Here. It's an alien film. I wasn't a big fan of it, honestly. Not so much. Really not a known cast. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling this one. We get a lot of alien films lately, and it's very hard to kind of. I don't know. None of them really feel too great to me, and this was one of them. That's Project Ithaca, guys. I'm not going to go too much into that. Next up, guys. Oh my god. No, okay. Let's talk about this one first. Next up, we have Dolph Lundgren in Dead Trigger. This is a zombie film. This was so. I mean, it's Dolph Lundgren. This is Drago here, guys. I was looking forward to it. And zombies. And oh man, odd twists and turns. Really bad acting. Visually was just not great. Just felt so forced and just not a fan of it at all. Very odd twists and turns. I can't recommend it, guys. I just can't recommend it. The zombies are ridiculous. The story is ridiculous. It just didn't do it for me. And that leads me to the next film here called Domino. This is with Jamie Lannister. Oh man, I was just not a fan of this film. The acting was okay, but the story was just so, I don't know, it was odd, and things that were happening just would not happen in a lot of movies and a lot of stories, especially in real life. A very odd editing style. Twists and turns in this film were just really odd. I heard a couple people say that they really liked it. I was just not a fan. I was hoping it was going to be good. I mean, you got Guy Pearce in it, for crying out loud, but just did not do it for me. Not a single thing. Yeah, just didn't do it for me. Next up from Warner Brothers, this one was actually fun. This is Critters Attack. The latest Critters film, really ridiculous monster movie. I've never seen the originals, so I got to pick those up at some point and watch them. But this was a lot of fun. If you guys are a fan of the Critters, I would say check it out for sure. Special features, you got engineering, gore, designing the Critters, an out-of-this-world experience, the Critter Ball, and fight scene commentary. Ridiculous, over the top, but those are the type of movies that are supposed to be that way. Next up, this one was actually pretty good. This one is starring Hugh Jackman, Zoe Saldana, and Zach Galifianakis. This is an animated film called The Missing Link. There you go right there. Man, this slipcover is damaged. A few of them are. An okay animated film. I enjoyed it. I really love the cast, honestly. Funny at times, certified fresh, which I don't think really matters. An instantly rewatchable family favorite. And you always got to hope animated films are family friendly. You get a commentary by Chris Butler, creating Mr. Link, bringing the final battle on the ice bridge to life, and so much more. I'd say check it out, guys. Next up, a film that I was just not a fan of. From the producer of Girls Trip and Night School, you have the movie Little. We've seen stories like this before. It's not really original. The woman turns into the little girl. She learns her lesson. It's just, we've seen this stuff before. You know what I mean? I wish we had some original content sometimes. We do, A24. But I just really wasn't into this. You get a gag reel, More Than a Little Talent, Marcy Martin Presents, Black Mama Whoopin' Situation, Regina Goes Method, Issa Rae's Assistant Survival Guide, and a feature commentary. Just not my type of film. Maybe you guys would like it. It's just not my type of film. Next one I actually had a pretty good time with, guys. This one, and this goes against what a lot of people had said, too. This one is starring Michael Ealy, Megan Good, and Dennis Quaid in The Intruder. It's ridiculous. It's over the top as well, but it's like a thriller, and it's fun. Dennis Quaid, he sells his house to these two nice people, and he doesn't want to leave it. And he stalks them, and he falls in love with the girl, and he tries to kill people, and it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Dennis Quaid is a great actor, man. I had fun watching him in this movie. Again, it's over the top at times, so it is funny and comical, but entertaining for sure. You get an alternate ending, deleted and alternate scenes, a gag reel, cast and filmmaker commentary, and making a modern thriller behind the scenes of Foxglove. I'd say check it out. People were hating on it. I enjoyed it. Next up, wow, what word was that? Next up, by Image Entertainment, RLJE Films, we have Plus One. It's about two best friends who they kind of make a pact to go to every wedding with each other to help ease the pain and the nerves and everything. And their chemistry together, the actors' chemistry together was really fun. Some funny moments, some moments I wasn't a big fan of, but overall I like the story. It didn't go the way that I thought it was going to go, and it was enjoyable, honestly. So I would say check it out. That is Plus One. Next up, guys, see, movies like this always creep me out. This is from Warner Brothers as well, from the producers of the Conjuring universe. We have The Curse of La Llorona. Haunting, creepy woman popping up everywhere, coming after your children. It scares the hell out of me, and I think you guys would like it. I'm personally not a big fan of stuff like this. Special features: The Myth of La Llorona, behind the curse, the making of a movie monster, deleted scenes, and storyboards. Cool, but not exactly my thing. Next up, film that I actually really enjoyed. Big surprise. This one is Alita: Battle Angel. Crazy action-packed. Looked great. I saw this in Dolby Cinema. Just a lot of fun. The CGI on Alita, a little odd at times, but entertaining as all hell. Christoph Waltz was great in this. Mahershala Ali? Why can't I think of his name? He was great in this as well. Entertaining, guys. If you want an action-packed film with a good story, I'd say check out Alita. Next up, guys. Oof, man, this one was tough. Ugly Dolls, animated film. Lots of colors, but I gotta say, guys, I cannot recommend this because I just don't think it's kid friendly. The message behind it, I get what they wanted to do, but they did not execute it well at all. Talks about basically how you're great just the way you are, and there's no, sorry, I just spat everywhere. You're great just the way you are. You don't have to change yourself. But the way they did that was they put these ugly dolls through the ringer, and there are even songs through this whole entire thing. where kids could sing along to it. It's a sing-along edition where kids could sing along to songs that are basically telling you to change, and about you being overweight and wearing glasses and your hair and you know what I mean? It was ridiculous. Crazy. I would never want my kids to learn that song. Makes them think they have to change. You gotta remember, to get to the end story, you gotta go through all this stuff just to get there, and they're gonna remember that, and I just cannot recommend this one, guys. Bonus features, making ugly dolls, fun with the cast of ugly dolls, and a sing-along tease. Not a fan. Sorry. Not a fan. Next up, disappointed with the slipcover, but happy with the movie. This one is Fast Color. It's about a woman who has powers. It's not an all-woman cast, but all women lead. They have special abilities, and one of them can't control it. The main one can't control it, and she has to find ways throughout the film to do that. And she does it with her mother and her daughter. And this one was honestly really good. The slipcover is kind of cardboardy. Would have been gorgeous if it was a glossy and just straight white slipcover. But I really enjoyed this one, guys. I'd say check this one out. Special features, get an audio commentary with the writer-director and the producer, and A Mother's Power, making Fast Color. I'd say check it out, guys. Underrated. One of my favorite films of the year here, we got Taraji P. Henson and Sam Rockwell in The Best of Enemies. This is based on a true story. You get one of the leaders of the KKK. I guess the schools were the children of color were separated from the white kids, and something happened. The school burned down, and they had to combine students. And they were guy the KKK was fighting. Sam Rockwell was fighting against it, and he wound up befriending Taraji P. Henson's character, and he got a lot of hate for it. A lot went down. This is based on a true story. It's intense at times. It's sad at times, but it's beautiful at the same time. So I highly recommend it. You have bonus features, Making a Connection, and Atwater, An Unlikely Friendship, and a trailer. Recommend that, guys. Great cast. Next up, you have the signature edition, anniversary edition of Cinderella, the classic Cinderella. Is it different from the original Blu-ray that was released? I don't really think so. But you get some nice artwork, and for those who didn't get to get it, if it went out of print, you get that. I mean, Cinderella, man. Classic. Next up, guys, Johnny Depp in The Professor. I actually enjoyed this one as well. He's diagnosed with cancer. He's terminally ill, and he wants to do things and teach kids to live their life to the fullest. He's a professor, obviously, and he goes through a lot of different motions. And it was funny. It was heartfelt. It was sad. And a little ridiculous at times, but honestly, I had a good time with it. I think Johnny Depp did a great job. Special feature, Death and How to Live It, Making the Professor. Recommend it, guys. Check it out. Another one that was pretty good. This is from 20th Century Fox, guys. This is starring Keira Knightley, Alexander Skarsgård, and Jason Clarke. This is The Aftermath, and it's about, I guess, the repercussions and the effects that war has on people and the way it changes people, and sometimes you have to go through different motions to find your way back to who you are and what you love. I'd recommend it. I love war films and wartime films, so I thought that was really good. Some good visuals, special features, deleted scenes, audio commentary by the director, VFX progressions, first look, and gallery. Recommend it, guys. Great acting in there as well. Next up, another one that was pretty good. We have The Command. It has a totally different name where the movie was originally released. This is based on a team of, is it the Navy? I don't know. They were a group of people were in a submarine, and the submarine sank, and they fought to survive. And it shows what government, how the government works to avoid help from other people because they didn't want to look weak, and how it impacts those people and those the families of the people who were stuck on the submarine. Very intense. A lot of fun moments as well. Comical between the brothership between everybody. But crazy story, sad story. I recommend it, guys. It's important to know these things. Special features to get human cost, Making the Command. Recommend it. Next up, guys. Next up, we have Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron in Long Shot. Now, this one is a comedy film, if you guys don't know about it. Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron plays a big person. I don't know if she was the mayor or something. I can't remember what she is. But she meets up with Seth Rogen, who she used to babysit, and they hit it off, and they have a lot of chemistry. These glasses came with it as a press release, a press exclusive. And just a lot of comedy ensues. An unlikely couple go through a lot. There's some really ridiculous moments in here that I wasn't a big fan of, to be honest. A little over the top, but They have great chemistry together, and the movie was a lot of fun, honestly. And I love Seth Rogen. Cool glasses as well. And also, what's ridiculous, they also wound up sending me, if you guys have seen the movie, I'm not going to go into detail, but a little computer camera cover-up, a little thing that you could slide over your camera for obvious reasons, which I'm not going to get into. But if you guys have seen the movie, you understand, because you need protection. Anyway, guys, next two films here, super awesome. We have, oh man, this is great, guys. We have A24. You know I love me some A24. First up, this one is another BDR release, a mod release, make on demand. I don't know what's going on, guys. A24, I love them so much, but they're killing me here with this. Film is okay. This one is called Outlaws. This one doesn't even have the A24 logo on the spine. About a biker gang that's fighting for over leadership. One of the leaders was in jail for a while, and the person who replaced him doesn't want to give up the power, and he doesn't like the decisions that are going to be made, and family comes into play. It's all right. It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it, but it's A24, so, you know, I had to get it. Now, guys, this one, A24. Oh, man. This one is one of my favorite films of the year. I believe it's in my top 5. This one, I love it, guys. More people need to see this. This is The Last Black Man in San Francisco. This one is acted beautifully. It's got such a beautiful story. The cinematography is gorgeous. The score is gorgeous. I love the story. I love the meaning. The setting, everything about it was just beautiful. I highly recommend you guys check it out, honestly. I watched the trailer 100 times. And if I do that, that means I really enjoyed the movie, and it overtook me. I did the same thing with A Ghost Story. I love it. Special features, get an audio commentary with the writer-director Joe Talbot. Ode to the City, Finding the Last Black Man in San Francisco. Highly, highly recommend, guys. I can't say that enough. So I'm going to put that right there. Finally, for the regular Blu-rays here, guys, of movies, we have Avengers Endgame. Oh my god, I did an unboxing for the 4K. This one, guys, I mean, Avengers is just top-notch. All this time we had, it came to this point, and a 10-year span, all these characters, some we keep, some we lose, but it's action-packed, it's emotional, it's heartfelt, and it's beautiful, and it looks great on Blu-ray. Tons of special features, remembering Stan Lee, which is great, setting the tone, casting Robert Downey Jr., Black Widow, whatever it takes, deleted scenes, gag reel, a whole bunch of more stuff. You guys can see that in my unboxing of the 4K. Really, really great. The next 4 Blu-rays I'm going to show you guys are TV shows. This one from Warner Brothers. We have Titans Season 1. A little bit more over the top and brutal than I thought it was going to be, but actually pretty fun. I like the chemistry of the characters. It's a different take on the characters, a live-action version. You get Robin, Beast Boy, Raven, Starfire. And it's just entertaining. I thought it was pretty good. DC usually does pretty good with their TV shows, so I recommend you guys checking that one out. Next one I haven't gotten the chance to watch just yet, but I really enjoyed Season 1. This is American Gods Season 2. This will be on Blu-ray on August 20th. Big fan of the cast. I really like the story of Season 1. I'm looking forward to jumping into Season 2. If you guys have seen Season 2, let me know. Next up here, guys, such a big fan of The Walking Dead. This is The Walking Dead Season 9. This is my favorite show currently. I also did an unboxing of this. You can check that out. A lot of switch offs within the season. A lot of things happen. People gone. We get time jumps. A lot of deaths happen throughout the film, throughout the show. Character arcs, character developments, a lot of different twists and turns, new villains. Really recommend it, guys. If you guys have jumped off the wagon of The Walking Dead, this one, it kind of brought me back a little bit more. I wasn't happy with some of the choices that were made, but I think the show has some new life breathing into it, so I would recommend you guys checking that one out. And then finally for the Blu-rays in general, guys, from Warner Brothers, we have Gotham, the complete series. I have not made it all the way through all this yet, but this is all 5 seasons. You can see them all right there. I'm really enjoying the show so far. It takes a while for me to get through TV shows nowadays because it takes a while for me to even get through movies. But just if you guys have seen Gotham, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Just a lot. I mean, all 5 seasons. The show ends. I saw how the show ends, but I would like to sit through the whole entire thing. If you guys have seen Gotham, I'd say check it out. And also let me know your thoughts. Next up, we got the 4Ks. Next up, and finally, we got the 4Ks. 2 that I just got recently. I went and I got these a couple days ago. This is Toy Story 3 and The Incredibles 2. I got to get the slipcovers for this, and I also need Incredibles 1 and Toy Story 1 and 2. Love these films. Love these films. It's Disney, baby. Next up from Lionsgate, we have The Doors. I don't know why it needed a 4K release, but we got the doors. A really nice slipcover right there. Looks good on 4K. I just don't know why we needed it. Audio commentary with the co-writer and director Oliver Stone on the theatrical cut only. An interview with Oliver Stone on the 4K only. An interview with the sound editor on the 4K only. Jim Morrison, an American poet in Paris original film featurette. Deleted scenes on the Blu-ray only. The Doors in LA Blu-ray only. And the theatrical trailer on the Blu-ray only. Next up, we have Breakthrough. It's about a religious family. The kid falls through ice, and he's dying, and his mother prays and prays and prays, and although all the odds are against him, there are some signs of him coming back. And, you know, if you're into religious films, I think that this one would be good for you. I think it's a nice story. I believe it's based on a true story as well. But good acting. But I think some people are just not going to like it just for the fact that it's a religious film. But I don't let that stop you guys. It still has a decent story. Nothing amazing, but I'd say check it out. Next up, a film that I have never seen before, believe it or not. I'm a big Beatles fan. I had to pick this up. Somebody recommended it to me on Twitter. This one, where are we, guys? 21 minutes. This one is Across the Universe. I'm so excited to pick this up, to finally get this and check this out. Love the slipcover. Love the Beatles. The trailer looked really good. If you guys have seen it, I'd love to know, to hear your thoughts. The next two films, one by Warner Brothers. I did an unboxing and review for this one, guys. We have Shazam, so I'm not going to get too into it. Fun superhero film. Great special features. Different DC. I don't know how I feel, how it fits in with the DC universe, but I enjoyed it. And I thought the acting and the whole movie was just overall fun. And then this one here, we have the brand new 2019 version of Hellboy. Also did an unboxing and review of this one. I enjoyed it, guys, for what it was. I thought it could have been a little bit better. I don't know why we needed a reboot, but I definitely enjoyed it. It wasn't amazing, but it was enjoyable, in my opinion. Also did a review and unboxing for this one, guys. This is Detective Pikachu. Looks great. By the way, guys, these also look really great on Blu-ray, on 4K. Detective Pikachu also looks great. A nostalgic film. Always a Pokemon fan growing up. It started in here. I think it was in the 6th grade when it first came on. Enjoyed it. I still play Pokemon Go. It helps me work out. Helps keep my mind busy. It was okay. Ryan Reynolds was great. I think the story fell a little bit flat for me, but the movie was great. It was just cool seeing all these different Pokemon. It's like just a nostalgic trip. An ambulance is coming through here, guys, so apologies for that. But I would say check it out if you're a Pokemon fan especially, or if you just want a fun and funny film. Next up, guys, we have the 4K of Batman Hush. Did not know anything about the story. DC Animated has been popping films out that are just great, good after good after good. And this one was really good also. They give a lot of in-depth character development to Bruce Wayne, more so to Catwoman, more of Nightwing and Robin and stuff like that. And I don't want to give it away, but the villain Hush was really cool. I didn't know the twists and turns that that went on throughout the whole story, so it was cool to see. I would highly recommend you guys checking this one out. Special features, we have Batman, Love and Time of War, audio commentary with the filmmakers, a sneak peek at DC Universe's the next animated movie, Wonder Woman Bloodlines, from the DC Vault, a bonus cartoon, and more. It looks great on 4K. Did it need a 4K release? I don't know, but I'm happy it did. That is Batman Hush. Cool story. And then finally, guys, to end it off with the highest note possible, the 4K Ultra HD of Avengers Endgame. The movie looks fantastic on 4K. The movie's fantastic. It is my #1 movie of the year. I absolutely loved it, honestly. There's so much. I spoke about it with the Blu-ray, and I did an unboxing and review for this anyway. But just great. It's a great set. It releases today, actually, when I'm filming this. And just really, really great. Lots of special features, a lot of fun, guys. So that's it for the Blu-ray and 4K update. A little bit shorter than usual, but still kind of long. But all right, guys, I want to thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys watching. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers on this channel for my trailer reactions and the Blu-ray videos and the way I've been doing it and separating it in the unboxings. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are super awesome. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you enjoy videos like this. I have a lot more to come, some new stuff planned as well. But I want to, again, thank you all so much for the kind words and the support and the love. As always, guys, I'm Danny. This is the Bluray Dan channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.